probably screwed that up. I'm sure. I'm sure I screwed that up. I did screw that up. Did I? Eh, kinda. Uh, okay. All right. So we do audio. I need to double check, make sure that I am streaming. Everything's working the way it should. Dashboard. Okay. So see, why is that popping up as that's not right? That needs to be changed immediately. See, why is that popping up as that's not right? Okay, all right, I do have audio. All right, cool. So you guys can hear me. Even though there's nobody in the chat right now, that's cool. If you come back and you watch the play and all that, I know I'm not expecting 100,000 people to watch this and all that. I want to give you guys a download on what's going on. Basically, we're going to start these Let's Plays and we're going to get a lot more organized about it at some point. Um, right now, there's a lot of testing and a lot of why isn't this working, but this is working kind of stuff going on. And it's a lot of work. Um, but we're working on it and we're getting a lot better at it. I did like 2 videos, but didn't even realize that you couldn't even hear me. I'm sitting there talking and for hours and nobody heard a thing I said. So, um, we got that sorted out. Uh, Other people aren't as quiet. Everybody's volumes match now, so you can actually hear people. So that's a great thing. I'm not going to take down the other videos. I'll just let them sit there. You can go back and laugh at our stupidity if you want. But what this is going to be is more of a. I'm going to stream these because they're easier to stream than they are just to upload, and it's going to be kind of random. I'm going to try to get some kind of schedule going as we get more and more of these going. As far as like right now, it's just whenever I can between work and doing other stuff and things going on with the group. I'm gonna try to get these streams in. These aren't gonna be your regular Let's Plays that everybody you see all over YouTube. We're a group. We're a gaming group, just like most everybody else. But we're doing multiple things all at one time. There's people playing 3, 4 different games, and we're all on the same channel. We're all talking to each other, and that's kind of how it is. And that's kind of the way that we want it to be. So if stuff doesn't make sense that you're listening to, and doesn't seem right, somebody may be playing Ark, or some guys may be playing Arma, and while we're doing something else, and then there's real life conversations going on and all this stuff. It's basically you're getting us as a group, the full. You're getting the full group, uh, pretty much uncensored. So I do recommend 18 and older because we do use profanity and we do talk about adult things. So if you're under the age of 18 years old, I highly recommend. This is not for you. Um, Although we do have some members that are not 18, but that's regardless. Right now, as far as like the games that we're doing, it's everything and anything. You know, your views are going to determine what we're playing. So if I'm doing this trains thing, I got 3 views, but I get 100 views on Arma, then we're flipping over to Arma. We follow whatever the views go and the likes go. So if you do view this, please Feel free to leave a comment. I don't care what you say. We're probably going to argue with you just to either troll you or to be trolled. We don't really care. It's for most of us, there's comedy in everything, so we're going to figure out something to either pick on you about. And do me a favor, if you can't take the heat, don't do it, because we will fight back. You know, if you say something stupid, derogatory, or insulting, uh, prepare to get it back. That's all I got to say. And if you can't handle that and you get all butt hurt and start crying, then just don't. Just leave it. Um, that being said, we're a fun-loving group, and everything's all you know, everything's all great. Nobody got. I mean, we got drama like everybody else. You know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. But there's not going to be much editing. People are going to cough. People are going to sneeze. You might hear somebody fart every now and then when the ladies get in here. But you know, it's just us, and you know, either you like it or you don't. Um, I'm hoping that you guys like it because it's real. It's not scripted or edited or modified, or we're not setting anything up. You know, it's all just this is how it is, and there's a lot of real life stuff going on. We'll talk about real life issues and all that good stuff. We don't do too much into the politics or religion, but you know, it does come up. You know, we're not a group that's afraid to confront real issues. But we're not also going to sit there and moan and grind and, you know, gripe and whine, you know, for 8 hours about issues that aren't important. So you don't have to worry about that. And why in the world can I not? There we go. Someone was just releasing their breaks. Okay. So basically, all right, we're to the video at hand. If you see the warship screenshot on the video thing, I'm working on it. It's still there's a lot of technical stuff and issues, all that we're figuring out, and we're figuring it out. It's just gonna be if you see something that ain't right, give us a couple days to fix it or something. Um, it's not as easy as it looks by any means, but we are working on it. As far as what we got going on right now, this video, all right, it's trains. It is not Train Simulator 2017, 16, 15, or anything. It's not some I don't know some other rinky-dink sim. This is Trains with a Z, and it's the latest one that they have. And I've pretty much purchased all the routes. There's a couple that just do not interest me at all, and I don't plan on doing them unless you guys tell me, hey, we really want to see this, and I'll check it out. But I'm gonna give you the down low on this stuff because there's not much of it out there, and nobody's really saying anything. And these purchases aren't small. There's like DLC for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. And then you get in here and it's like, what the hell? There's nothing here. Like, I'm in the one that was just released. It's the Rocky Mountains, or Central Rocky Mountains, Rogers Pass, I believe. And I'm going to be honest with you. The scenery is amazing. They did a great job. Industry is kind of trash. There's plenty of stuff that they could have in here that they don't. There's industries that you go to and it says, "Oh, well, this place is able to operate." So okay, well, what do you operate? I have nothing to deliver. I have nothing to pick up. It's not producing anything. It's just there. And being purchased DLC, we can't freaking edit it. So I mean, it's kind of making the whole thing move. It's like, okay, well, we can just push one train from one side to the map to the other, and that's it. And that's not cool at all. You know, we need stuff to do on these routes. You know, I finally found a fuel point over here, and it took one tank car to fill up, and now the fuel point's empty. That's like, I don't know, 120 minutes till it's full again. Does me no good. I got a train of tanks right here, and nothing to put on them. It's just like, well, and I haven't explored the entire route yet, but I've done a pretty good bit, and so far, I'm so not impressed. I don't understand. Why are my graphics messing up? Bring this down a little bit. Hey, other than that, the detail, yeah, they did a great job. I mean, this looks great. Now, if I had a higher end laptop, I'm sure the scenery would look better, but I mean, as far as gameplay goes and doing what you need to do, yeah, I think they did a great job with this. Um, and if you're wondering why I'm going so slow, this is a little pusher. It's not a big train. It doesn't have a lot of horsepower, and it's having to tug a ton of tank cars down here. We've got. I'll go through the whole line for you, so you can get an idea. There's a lot of these tank cars. Yeah, see, it's a lot. So I can't go too fast, because if I come across a signal, I will not be able to stop. So we're taking it nice and easy down to the next stretch, and then I can figure out where the hell we're going to go from there. Because it doesn't list, if you go to the trademarks, or the navigate to the industries, I mean, a lot of the stuff is like airport stuff. I don't care about none of that. ILW fuel point is where we just were, and they gave us one tank. So I don't know what in the world industry buildings that really doesn't seasonal 1, 2, 3 doesn't really tell us anything. Riverside stuff doesn't tell us anything. I mean, there's not much here. And then if you look at the waybill, if I can actually pull that up behind my thing here. Okay, show the waybills. Only 2 demands. That's it. So a bunch of diesel fuel is required, but I don't know where you're picking up that diesel fuel. I mean, there's nothing that says refinery or anything like that. And then engine sand is required. Where the hell do you pick that up? There's nothing that says, quarry. That would give me an indication. It just doesn't say anything. And this is the issue that I'm having trying to deal with this. Now, you spend money on something. I mean, if this were like a $10 DLC, oh, totally worth it. Because that's all you're going to do is go back and forth. And that's it. If you actually want to run an industry and get stuff loaded, unloaded, knock out waybills, actually have a job to do, it ain't going to work on here. I'll tell you that right now. There's just nothing. I mean, the track looks good and all, but that's just the track. So that's pretty much where it's at. Also, when you watch these, you'll you'll notice that some of our members will actually come in and out of TeamSpeak occasionally. They may know we were recording, they may not. But it is what it is. Somebody's got something to say, they want to talk to me. or I want to talk to them, we're going to move channels and all that. And, you know, we're not going to stop, pause, edit games and stuff to edit stuff out. We're just, you're going to get it. You know, it's us unedited. And I think you guys kind of deserve that. So, why I can't, okay, never mind. I was going to try to move my little tag thing, but it's not working. And here we have, well, it was a yellow signal. And about a mile and a half to the next signal, which says it's green, which I don't believe that. I'll get a little bit more speed going here. And I know that a lot of people don't like this kind of stuff. I totally get it. This is for railroading enthusiasts. You know, this is all it's people who like trains. If you don't like trains, that's fine. You know, we don't have to do trains. If you do like trains, I'll keep it going. Doesn't bother me a bit. Um, what you are going to see in the future, it's going to be everything. From art, it'll be there'll be a lot of multiplayer. There'll be a lot of single player stuff. There's going to be a lot of flight simulator, or basically simulators. Um, you're going to get anything from Arc to Arma to, I mean, there's just whatever we feel like playing. Um, there's another one, Towers Unite, where we play golf and stuff. The golf club. We'll play golf on GTA 5. You know, it's just, it's whatever. You know, and I can't give you a schedule. I wish I could, but right now things are just way too crazy, and this is way too turbulent with streaming. Because I mean, if I do this for 6 months and the most views I get are 20, then I'm not going to do it anymore because it's just not worth the effort. Um, so if you do like this and you know somebody that you think that would like these videos, feel free to invite them and you know, subscribe, whatever. I personally, I hate it when people beg, please subscribe and like this video, blah blah blah. It's so annoying. It really is. If you want to subscribe, go ahead. If you don't want to, then don't worry about it. You know, it's right now it's not that big of a deal. I don't see what all the pressure is about. You know, I don't need 100,000 subscribers. I don't need 1,000,000 subscribers. We're just posting what we're doing because we enjoy it and we think others would enjoy it. So if you enjoy it, then all right, you like it. You know, like the video, and life is good. And then we get to share our enjoyment with other people, and you know that's cool enough for me. Yeah. And this track is very tedious and long, especially when I'm stuck going so slow. And I cannot see. I see limit of 20. I cannot see my current speed because my streaming software has a little block up there in the corner that's conveniently covering up my actual speed. Now, I do have the option to change what side of the screen it's on. I did go and change that, but it has not changed because I'm still in the same recording. Um, I'm not sure what I want to do. I may just change this. I mean, I may stop the stream and then start a new one. But I'll at least give it we're about 19 minutes in. I give it about half an hour. I mean, at least so I can post a 30-minute video. Then the only way I'll know if I know that I'm going to be speeding is the limit up here will start flashing white and red. Until then, I can guess I'm doing about 16 or 17, if that. And there's a section here that says our next signal is green, and it's point 0.5 to the, or so it's half a mile to the next signal is green. I don't trust that. So I've seen that before, and I come up here and there's a yellow or a red signal. So I'm getting a little bit cautious as far as whether or not that's actually a thing. Also, if you like, please, by all means, if you got suggestions or comments, I'd love to hear them. So go ahead and post them. I really don't care what it is. Just post it. I'll check it out. I'll read it. I do read the comments. Unlike some people, I will actually take the time to do it. Okay, so we got a switch up here to the right. I'm not sure if this is just a bypass. Yeah, that's what it looks like. 2 tracks. Okay. Yeah, see, that one actually is green this time. Still don't trust it. Now, since Trains had a major service patch, like SP2 or whatever, this game runs so much smoother and it's a lot better. I don't know what all they did. The change log was long. There's a huge list, and you can find it on Steam. It'll tell you all about it. But they did a lot of improvements. They really worked out a lot of bugs in this game and a lot of errors. It's still not 100% bug free, but you know, it is what it is. It's not the perfect train game, but at least you can interact with it. You can actually load supplies and unload stuff, unlike other train sims where you just drive from one place to the next. Um, at least here you can actually do stuff. And switching cars, uncoupling, coupling, it's a lot easier than other sims too. That's why I kind of like this one. Oh, I do notice that there is periodic static. Uh, that's going to be because my laptop took a hit the other day and landed directly on my USB port for my headset. So I do have an issue with a big USB on my headset, but it's a $200 headset. So I don't really feel like just tossing it in the trash and go and getting a new one. I'm going to try to figure out a way to get rid of that static. We'll work it out. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it, but we're definitely going to work something out because I can hear it and it annoys the hell out of me every time I play back the video, and I'm pretty sure it's going to annoy you guys too. So just be aware, I am working on it. So. The speed limit went up. I didn't even notice that. Oh, it goes back down to 20. Less than half a mile. Great. So that's pretty much pointless. But one thing I love about this, different from the simulator, you've got range of motion. Like your your view is whatever you want to make it, and it's so simple. You know, you don't have to press Control Shift WAD fucking Alt Enter backslash tab just to change a view. I'm just holding my mouse and I'm holding down the right mouse button and going left and right and up and down. And middle mouse button scrolls in and out. You know, and it's so simple. Just so simple. I don't know why other train sims, or other sims for that matter, just don't do that. I mean, with this, I can get any look that I want. I mean, you can clip into stuff, though. It's kind of weird, but yeah. I didn't even see that signal, but it says the next one's yellow. That's 2.5 miles down the track, so I'm not worried about that. I do have another train out on this route. I have no idea what in the world he's doing. But when I get up here to this junction, I'll go check it out. I shouldn't be getting game freezes this often. I still, there's a lot of testing, a lot of things that need to be figured out. But if you see something wrong, feel free to, let me know, and I'll let you know. I'll tell you if, oh yeah, we know, and we're working on it, or I'll be like, well, thanks. I had no idea that was doing that. So your input is valued. Give you an inside view of this thing here. It's not bad, and you can use all these controls. I'm just in a mode where it's very simple. It's WASD, and I can actually move around in this thing. I just can't remember how. You can open up windows and stuff, but well, this one I'm not sure if you can open up windows or not. I should be way further over to the right, but for some reason the placement doesn't put me there. Okay, see, now I can see how speed is flashing. Why in the world am I reversing? Because I was going forward earlier. Hey, there he goes. Hey, dude. I need you to stop. I'm gonna go back to this guy. I was wondering why all that changed. Alright. Well, that was convenient. Yeah, you see how easy it is to switch from one trait to the next. And you can assign these. That's what this whole bottom bar is about. You can assign tasks for these guys to go through. And you can actually do passenger stations, pick up passengers to drop them off, and set trains on a certain route, and tell them to repeat the route. So you can actually set them up to where they actually constantly run from one station to the next, which is totally cool. I could have sworn I was going forward earlier. And now I have no lights and I'm in reverse. It's not cool. Not cool at all. What I'm going to do, that Burlington Northern that I just shut down, I'm going to have them come back and hook up to the front of this thing. so we can actually get going somewhere and find a place to load all these fuel cars or these tankers, because I don't know where. Nothing looks promising, and there's nothing that's outlined that says, hey, get fuel here. But I'm assuming there's a place for us to pick up a buttload of diesel somewhere. Where, I have no idea. We'll figure it out. Hopefully. Yeah, but the scenery. Yeah, Rocky Mountain scenery. Yeah, that's Rogers Pass. That's totally cool. It's really beautiful. There's another thing about this too. If you start zooming out so far, it actually turns into more of a map. So I can see the actual track, all the junctions, the signals, industries, whatever. And you can see everything that's going on. And that's the whole thing. Well, I don't know why it won't go out any further, but yeah, that's the whole thing right there. So we'll, I really don't like this not having lights and being in reverse. So I'm going to flip it around here. I hear it crossing. There it goes. All of a sudden I don't have ditch lights when I did before. Yeah, see, there's a few bugs here. City traffic. Do they have a tractor going over there? Okay, so we're at 34 minutes. Let me make sure that I've cleared. I'm pretty sure I have. I mean, I know it's a long train, but it ain't that long. Yes, there goes that Burlington Northern right there. All right, so I've cleared all that, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this train. I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to start a new one with my little stupid icon thing in a different corner so I can see what the speed is. And we're just waiting for the sucker to stop. Go ahead and reverse a little bit. Yeah, see, that's a lot of weight pushing this thing, and she just does not want to stop at all. Okay, so we're fully stopped. Apply the handbrake, and then I will end the stream.